Art Briles, welcome to the Seth Davis Show. It's
Yes,
great
sir.
to be with you. Thanks for
Thank you, Seth.
stopping by. I know you're a man in demand, which is a good thing in your profession most of the time. Believe it or not, I don't know if you've done the math, now entering your 7th year at Baylor and coming off obviously a great season, maybe the best in the history of that school. You go 11-2, 4 straight bowl games, and we all know the history of Baylor and your history of turning around programs, but this is the first time, I guess, at the college level where you're now in a position of meeting expectations, because you got a lot of players back from that team that had that great season last year. So I would imagine that's different. Does it feel different? Do you have to guard against that?
No, it's different, Seth, and that's something we're learning to deal with, as a program and as a university, really an alumni base, because Baylor, the image hasn't been what you would like for it to be. Now it's there. Our guys have busted their tail and they've got it there, and now we got to protect it. And that's the part that's inspiring to me, because we are on a different plateau. We're not where we were 4 years ago. We're not trying to make ourselves a name. We're not trying to get respect. We've got both those. We got name, we got respect. Now we got to fight hard to preserve it, and that's our motivation, that's our inspiration, and that's what we'll bust our tail doing.
And it can be a tough trap. I mean, I know you're a little bit longer in the tooth than your players, so you understand about that trap, but they've never experienced this before, and you see it in all kinds of sport situations, whether it's college or the pros, whatever sport. So how much of a concern is it that your players don't fall into this trap?
I don't think it's a trap. I think as long as you keep people aware of what the situation is, then it's your job to take advantage of the opportunity you have. And what we look at is a great opportunity. We've got people that want to take us down. We got people that want to beat us, and that's what you work for. So to us, it's an inspiring situation for us. And I'm a lot longer in the tooth than all of our players, and but
I was trying to be diplomatic.
But still, I'm learning. And that's the great thing about coaching. Every day you have an opportunity to learn. Hopefully, I'll be a better coach 3 years from now than I am right now. Because of the experiences and all the factors that are involved with it. So, what we've got to do is make sure that our players can see, what's happening today, and not tomorrow, not yesterday, but what we need to take care of today, and that's representing ourselves and the image that we've earned.
You've certainly been around a lot of great quarterbacks in your day. You got another great one back for his senior year in Bryce Petty. A lot of Heisman buzz around here. Obviously, you need to win a lot of games. You need to throw for a lot of touchdowns and a lot of yards. But breaking him down, what's maybe the one thing that he needs to do or get better at if he's going to live up to that kind of hype?
Man, the guy was pretty phenomenal last year. You come in as a first-year starter, win 11 football games, win a Big 12 championship, throw for 4,200 yards, 33 TDs, 3 interceptions. That's phenomenal. And it's a disgrace that he wasn't in New York City last year. So that's a motivating factor for us and for him, because those are astonishing feats. And when you do astonishing things, you should get rewarded. Now, we got rewarded on the field. He did a great job leading us. I don't know an area to improve, in particular. But what he has to do is he's got to, turn the hype into type. He's got to make it real. He's got to live up to it, and he's got to lead with passion. He's got to fight hard to win. And then he's got to be, inspirational when inspiration calls for.
It's interesting that you mentioned about him not being one of the finalists. Is that something that's you've kind of used as a burr under his saddle, so to speak?
I hope so. Honestly, I haven't talked to him about it much. Mentioned it 1 or 2 times, but it is under mine. And I think deservedly so.
Here's Petty hurling his way for a touchdown.
Bryce Petty does not miss.
To the end zone. Touchdown!
Facts don't lie, numbers don't lie, and we could put his numbers and facts up against some of the people that are invited to New York, and it's not even close.
There's a lot of conversation. Obviously, you coach a very wide open, high-scoring, no-huddle offense. And then in the offseason, this rule was proposed for safety reasons, only for safety reasons, of course, about slowing things down, not being able to snap the ball in the first 10 seconds of the play clock. Were you shocked that it even got to the point where it was a serious proposal that was starting to move down the process of being implemented before guys like yourself we're able to slam on the brakes.
You know, I was shocked from the standpoint that we didn't talk about it at the national convention in our head coaches meeting. You know, it was not brought up, was not mentioned. And I go to those meetings to stay on the cutting edge of what's happening in the college football world. Not mentioned, and all of a sudden in the spring it shows up as getting voted on. I mean, when I saw the rule, I wasn't worried, wasn't concerned, because, you know, intelligence prevails. and why would you change the best game on earth?
Well, there's plenty of intelligent guys who want to make that change.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about for the benefit of the game. You know, the game's as good as it's ever been. It's as exciting as it's ever been. So why would you take a slow guy a fast guy and make him slow? You know, I mean, why would you do that? That's not what you try to do in football.
You do that to gain a competitive advantage, right? Or try to negate a competitive disadvantage. I mean, the whole thing about player safety, did you believe that was the reasoning behind it?
I mean, we've been doing no huddle tempo for years, and it's never been mentioned before. So, I mean, there's just different styles to play. You know, I mean, if you're going to run the lead and, you know, bang it up in there, you know, 37 times a game, you know, you could make a case for maybe that's, you know, a safety factor as opposed to spreading it out and playing in space. You know, it's just however you want to view it.